codes. Welcome, everyone. If you have not seen any Wormsgate stream/updates in the past, I'm Isel. I'm my day job is the head of community and supported stream elements. We make tools for live streaming, which is kind of cool. And beside that, I'm also a game developer, or an amateur game developer trying to make a first commercial game. I've been working in games and on games for the past decades or so. I've published a few role-playing games, tabletop role-playing games in Israel for the Israeli market, and a few other things. You can find everything in itch.io, in isol.itch.io. You can see the link in the description. So what are we working on? We're working on a game called Wormsgate. Wormsgate actually started as a name for the project, and then I liked it a lot, and I kind of think I'm going to keep it. So you can also find on Twitter hashtag Wormsgate a lot of the things I did so far, which is some 3D modeling and stuff like that. It's not in any amount of late progress or anything. We are still early on, as you can see from this level. I'm working in Unreal Engine, using Blender for 3D modeling, using some Substance Painter and Designer and stuff for texturing and materials. So that's my stack, as you say. And Wormsgate is going to be a dungeon crawler RPG with JRPG mechanics, turn-based. Influences include Persona 5, which I love a lot, and then games like Baldur's Gate and Pillars of Eternity and Tyranny and stuff like that. What we have so far is a mock-up dungeon, which I replaced the assets for last night. It was all in Unreal default stuff, so brushes, and I used the default mannequin, which you can see here, I assume. Yeah, so I used the default mannequin, and just spheres and stuff. And then I wanted to replace it because I'm very much a graphic designer at heart, and I work visually better than if I don't if if I don't see what I'm working on. So I watched a few tutorials over the week, and one of them used the new Unreal Hour of Code assets. And they are free to use. You can do anything with them that you want, as long as it's inside Unreal Engine. Most of what Epic releases for free in their free collection, you can use even commercially, but you can only use it in Unreal and not outside of Unreal. So I decided to take that and use it. Let me show you the entire pack, actually. We have this, maps, and this. Will take a few seconds. And beside that, I also added enemies from a pack called City of Brass, also released for free. And what was I going to say? The thing for both of those packs is that they have enough assets so I can do stuff from my prototype. So as you can see, why is the mouse controls not working? Oops. Why do I have it twice? Okay, weird. The mouse control is not working, but it doesn't matter at the moment. So you can see there are several different animations for this character. There is this like sneaky one and the flying one. So for the prototype, I'm planning on taking this character, and then I checked, and you can recolor the materials. So I can take the characters, give it a few different colors. And you're right, Senka, the frames are bad. Let's stop it. So give it a few different colors, and then like take the floaty one as a mage, take the sneaky one as a rogue. Let's close this level. And take the normal one as like the fighter or anything. And that's what I'll do for the player characters. And then the enemies, hopefully this won't kill the frame rate again. The enemies, we have the City of Brass Pack, which you can see there. They are mostly like undead things, but they all have several different animation, and there is like normal one and stronger one, beefier ones. And like there is this suicide bombing thing and a mage and stuff like that. So those will be used for the enemies for the prototype. As you can see, I'm also using the Hour of Code dungeon pieces for the level. And that's pretty much it. I replaced all the placeholders and used different placeholders, but prettier placeholders, which I quite like. And it was a bit of a hassle to put all of it in engine, actually. I discovered that, and I tell you a pro tip, if you're using Unreal Engine, don't go to like Windows Explorer and start moving folders around. It will mess your project up. I had to delete the project from my computer and clone it from the Git repo again. So another pro tip, always use version control. And with Unreal is very easy. I use GitHub Desktop, which is very easy for me. And once you inside Unreal, you can go to source control and you can change the settings, and you pick Git and you just direct it to your Git location on your computer. And as long as you made the repo in advance, it just works. And you will be able to see like, it's not showing right now, I think, because everything is synced, but you will be able to see icons on all the files for what was synced and what wasn't and stuff like that. So very handy and easy and nice. So what are we doing in terms of programming and stuff? And also tell me if the resolution is too small, because I'm working on a 1440 monitor, so it tends to be like that. So let's do 1 to 2. Okay. If you look at this Unreal interface and you wonder why is Unreal look like this, is because I'm using two plugins which are called Darker Nodes and Electric Nodes. They are paid plugins. I think they cost both like $15 or something like that, around that. And yeah, they make everything look very nice, including like, well, this is not a good example because you don't see anything here, but let me go to like this task. Yes. So yeah, you can see that the nodes look a lot better and stuff. So yeah, this is in as far as my setup go. I don't want to be wireframe. Make it normal. Thank you. So what are we doing in the project right now? My goal is to get to a playable prototype by the end of the quarter, which is the end of June. And this will include a dungeon of some description, roaming enemies that will detect the player and initiate combat, the whole combat system, loot and loot like treasure boxes in the dungeon. Those are the core elements I want to achieve by the end of the quarter. Right now, I started working on roaming AI, which works, and I will show it in a bit. I just wanted to change the nav mesh position because it didn't cover everything. So if I go and I simulate, you will see that this enemy walks around, and after walking around, yes, second quarter, June, and that's it. It walks around. Now, the other thing we did at the beginning is having a point and click system for the character, and it works, as you can see. And that's where we at now. This is the state of the project. What we are going to do today is, first of all, fix the camera position for the player because it's too close. Let me add and this is dev, this is me, this is high priority, it's not a lot of effort. Add to milestone. It's not auto added to my hand. Great. So fix player camera position. That's the first thing we are going to do. The next thing we are going to do is create a mouse cursor, which I tried doing before and now I know how to do. So we are going to do that. Then just a bit of housekeeping. I'm going to import the fonts that I'm going to use in the game into the project just to clear that up. And then we are going to go back and work on the AI perception to track the player. Okay,